Hi, I'm Harker,
I'm Isaac.
And I'm Adam.
and we want to welcome Maaike, the founder and director of the Kudima Foundation in Malawi, to this interview.
Thank you very much.
We're talking to Maaike today to help raise awareness among all of our classmates in the middle school.
We're hoping meeting Maaike this way will help everybody at ISB understand who we are fundraising for this year in Jayfair. Maaike, thanks for talking to us. Our first question is a big one. What is Kudimba?
Kudimba is an organization in Belgium and in Malawi. In Malawi, Kudimba is a daycare center for children with special needs, and we offer healthcare, nutrition, daily activities, therapeutic activities, and we have about 53 children with special needs who come to our daycare center every year. Malawi is one of the poorest countries in the world. It's in Southern Africa. So there's no organizations whatsoever in that country that provide care for these children. So we felt we could do something about that.
How long has ISB been a partner with Kudimba?
For a very long time. I think from about, if I'm not mistaken, 2011. I think something around that time. So really for a very long time. And the input that ISB has had in our project in Malawi has been immense. It's been really, really huge what your students have done throughout the years, and it's made really a big difference.
Can you tell us more about the community around Kudimba and the needs that Kudimba serves?
So Kudimba is based in Lifu, which is a very small fishing village in central Malawi. It's located at the shores of Lake Malawi. Most people have a very small agricultural project, but very small. People just grow their own crops for their own consumption, and other people live from fishing, but most people live below the poverty line. Usually people have a lot of children, and a lot of families also have a child with a disability. That's probably the consequence of, for example, the needs of healthcare in pregnancy or childbirth. It's all very different story in Malawi than it is here in Europe. So as there is no provision for those children, we decided that we could make a difference, and we started a daycare center with success, because we've been working in Malawi for quite a while, and we can now actually really truly see that what we're doing makes a huge difference, that it has an impact on the children themselves. Some of them have become young adults in the meanwhile, but also on the view of the community towards people with a disability. We noticed that there's a change there as well, which is one of our aims, which is great that we've managed to achieve that as well.
Can you tell us more about your employees and volunteers at Kudimba?
So the team that works at Kudimba, there are about 17 people at the moment. They're all local people who have had very few chances in life themselves. There's not many possibilities for them to have education. They all don't have a professional background in special needs care. So we just try to work with local people to give them opportunities as well. And on top of that, some of our staff members, about 4 of our staff members, they have special needs themselves. So 2 of them, they have a hearing disability. One of our ladies has a physical disability, and another one as well. So we try to also encourage and empower people with a disability to work with us. And the aim is also that they become like an inspiration towards the other young participants of the project, so that they can see that they can have ambition in life, that maybe one day they'll have a job and an income as well. So it's all people from the local community. And then on top of that, we occasionally have volunteers from Belgium, actually, who are just young people who would like to come and help in the project. Or sometimes we have students who come and to do an internship at Kudimba, which is great. It's something we really like very much, to have visitors from overseas to come and see what we're doing. And most of them really like to be at Kudimba.
How do ISB's contributions help your staff and students?
So how it's worked in the past is that each year when there was a fundraising activity at ISB, Afterwards, we had a discussion about how can we best spend these funds, and it could be towards, for example, just the running costs of the project, which is very important. It's, for example, the food for the children, the medical care. But at other moments, we have decided together that the funding from ISB goes towards a certain topic. For example, right now, we haven't decided yet what we would do with any budget. So at this moment, we're constructing a big kitchen block for the project. So that would be, for example, something that funding from ISB would be very welcome towards. And in the future, we're planning actually an expansion of our project. We're going to build a small farm project, a place where young adults with special needs can come and work and have a meaningful activity and hopefully generate some income as well. So that's topics that actually the school, the students, and whoever is there can help us decide what the funding would contribute towards.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
No, I'm just curious what your plans are next week, because I'm now in France at the moment. I'm coming to Belgium next week, and I'm very, very excited to come and visit the school. So I'm very interested in what your program is actually next week. What's the plan and what you're doing, and what can I do when I come?
One of the major activities that we're going to be doing is like we called it a Kudimbathon, which basically we go to loved ones and people we know, and we ask them to pay us a certain amount for every lap that we do around our track to raise money for Kudimba.
Oh, that's great. That's something that has happened a few times in the past as well.
Thank you for sharing your time with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure. It's really nice to meet you all, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Good luck with everything, and a very big thanks in advance. It's really great what you're doing. It makes a real difference. Thank you very much.